She can read. She got trouble volume.
Okay, now you're good.
You're good.
Okay, this meeting shall now resume at 6:01. Whatever it is, okay. Okay, well, what are we supposed to do?
Am I reading this or she reading it?
I think you are.
That's my minute.
She can take.
It's like we're having something.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
The first one is meeting called to order at 6:01. And we approve the prior minutes from April 19, 2021, public hearing. I have a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
Who
Judy
wants that
motion,
one?
Judy motion, or a second.
There you
Like,
go.
okay, I heard Orr and Ricky. All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Discussion items. Discussion items A, discussion and consideration of motion to approve and recommend a request from Advanced Architectural Stone to change zoning of premise Baker Edition Block 8, Lot 12, known as 400 Holly Street, from A2 Single Family Residential to E Heavy Industrial.
Entertain a motion first, and then
Oh.
a second, and then discuss.
So we need to entertain a motion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's A on number 3 of the agenda.
Hey. Oh,
Essentially, it's
she
a-
don't have a.
I don't have an
She just
agenda.
have,
Oh,
she just have this. She don't have her agenda.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
There you go. I have it on
I have to pull it up.
It's,
Is that company the cast stone?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, it's in regards to changing that over to industrial in order to do a parking lot. Because right now they're parking on the street.
Street, yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
you know,
I go through there.
yeah, yeah, if you
I
driven
never
through there
knew- I
before,
never knew the name, but I just knew it was somewhere.
yeah, yeah,
Cast stone.
right. Hey there, how you doing?
Well, we weren't quite ready anyway.
Man, I thought this was tomorrow night. I told Don, I said, whatever you do,
Shellfish.
call me.
I did.
Okay.
I told her you were probably outside working in the yard or something, just ignored your calls.
Nah, it's been one of those times. Air compressor went out, had to fix that.
Okay,
Yes.
we make a motion for of approval of the minutes on April 19th.
Yeah, we're past that.
Past that.
Now we're down to discussion item.
The discussion item number 3.
She said, "Eh."
That's okay. Yeah, the discussion
Old
and consideration of
business.
motion to approve and recommend a request from Advanced Architectural Stone to change zoning on premise Baker Edition Block 8, Lot 12, 400 Holly Street from A2 Single Family Residential to E Heavy Industrial. So we just need to entertain a motion first and then a second, and then gentleman will come up and explain to you what he's submitting his request for, and we can discuss, and you guys can determine if you want to recommend that request be approved to city council or not.
We make a motion to approve it.
Yes, I entertain a motion to approve.
And you'll either vote to approve or deny that motion, but you have to make the motion before you can discuss it.
Okay,
Oh.
I second.
Motion second.
Ricky motion, Tony second.
It's like I can't hear anybody.
Tony, that'll be live. Yes.
All
You
those,
want to come on?
oh, these are speakers.
Okay, now we know. what-
So give a little bit of background before he starts. Advanced Architectural Castone and the city have started a pretty good relationship between the two. They've donated a lot, well, actually all, with the exception of, I think the labor, right, was all that we contributed, but you guys donated all the materials and everything to put in the Memorial Park over here. So all the monuments you see at the Memorial Park were donated by Advanced Castone. While we were discussing and doing things, we started talking about the Advanced Castone business and how they're growing, and I'm sure he's going to highlight that here in just a minute. And if you haven't driven through there between 8 and 5, you'll see a lot of the employees are having to park along the street. The city of Everman actually owned this piece of property right here due to tax abatement. So the property was transferred over to the city of Everman. It's in a residentially zoned area. We had no economic interest in it to do anything with that property. They had an interest in taking that property and expanding an employee parking lot there that would remove the cars off the roadway, putting them onto a parking lot on their own property. That was beneficial to us because it would get the cars off the road. It would make the residents there happy. The only caveat that city council, I do know, wanted to push was that there was a requirement of a fence being put up around there. So if the cars were in the parking lot at night, the lights weren't shining through into the homes right there adjacent to it. But tonight, I think he's going to submit this request. Y'all can ask him any questions you want, just to rezone that from residential to heavy industrial to match the rest of their property. And that way they can put an employee parking lot over there. So anything you want to add?
Thank you. That was a great sum up of. Easy. I have questions now. Yeah, no, we want to put in the parking lot over there and get the traffic all cleaned up over there. We're thinking a 7-foot privacy fence on the north side of that property. You know, keep kind of our stuff to our stuff. And our company will be growing quite a bit here this year. As we come back from the pandemic, we're gonna be doing quite a bit of hiring. And I think that this is going to help us out to keep those streets, you know, clean, kind of consolidate where our employees are at. We can help with a little bit with some of the trash that gets blown over there. We'll be able to keep that much cleaner with this in there. So,
Holly, where is that exactly? I know it's,
Can I borrow this?
Holly runs into Roy Brooks Street. It's right.
Are there
yeah, I
streets?
know. Yeah, okay, I know Roy Brooks. Oh, yeah, I know it's right over here.
They're
somewhere.
cast
You want
on.
to take a look
There's-
at your screen right there in front of you?
No, in front of you?
In front of you.
There's nothing there.
Oh, you want to turn them off? and back on?
It's all right. I think I
Maybe
know what
that's
you're
one.
talking about. I just wanted to be sure.
No, this one's fine.
Oh, turn them off. and back on.
Donut switch.
It's probably on here, right here somewhere. If I can see it on this map.
Can you just text it to me?
This is Holly's. You got over there with me.
Are they coming back?
That's good enough. I understand what you're saying.
Yes, it's blue.
Mine's just blue.
It's
It'll-
coming back up here.
Yeah,
just
give it a
second.
few seconds.
There it
There
is.
you go.
Okay, so this is Advanced Castone here. This is that property that was a residential piece of property
Oh,
right off
yeah.
of Holly and Lee Street.
Mhm.
And actually, in this aerial photo is a good example of the employee vehicles that are parking along the street here.
Yes. Mhm.
And sometimes when they've got a bunch of employees there, you'll see them line up too along Royce C. Brooks. So
Yeah,
this
okay.
would allow these vehicles to get off the roadway into a
Right.
parking lot here, and just provide some more employee parking spaces for them.
That's cool. So you need a motion to approve?
You've already got the motion
Yeah,
and the
cut the
second.
motion approved.
So just discussion right now, and whenever you guys are ready to vote, Donna can
I'm
cast the
good with
vote.
it.
As long as those people next to it, who is it next to
The neighbors.
the neighbors there?
They're gonna put a fence.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
I'm
put a
assuming that
fence.
there was a sign put up, right? That there, if anybody wanted to come, like the
Notice,
citizens.
yeah, so there will be a
Right.
public hearing for city council, right? There's a public hearing required for city council for the final change.
Yeah.
It'll be-
I did public hearing for this one as well.
Well, all we have to do is vote to make the zoning change. They
Right.
have to vote to approve of the deal. We don't give the approval. We're just voting on the zoning change to make it
That's
part of it.
fine with
Yeah,
me.
Minutes already?
What you vote
There
on
is
tonight
a-
is to make the
there's a small
recommendation
fence there.
Right,
to council to
It's
do
not-
this.
yeah,
It's got to get past you first before it even goes to council. So if you were to vote it down and say no, council would never even have the opportunity to review this.
right.
So if you pass this tonight, then we'll schedule a public hearing for it to go one more time through a public hearing process to go
Right.
before city council. They'll do a final review and approval of it. And then then the zoning actually
Then we
change will
just
take
make a
place.
recommendation that we do this. Right, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
So if you
Right,
guys,
we're gonna vote in a bit.
yeah, if you guys are
and then-
ready to cast the votes, Donna can cast the vote now.
Did you guys have any questions about it? Any recommendations? Anything?
No,
I mean, just what came to my mind, like top of my head is noise, just
Mhm.
because that's what was like a couple of days ago. Not a couple of days ago, a few days ago, in regards to the noise for the construction. But
Mhm.
this is just a parking lot, so obviously there will be, if anything, the fence will help with the noise for the neighbors.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, so that's-
definitely a fence.
that's pretty
Be
much.
like my neighbors, they have a mariachi band plays in their backyard every night.
It goes through the fence,
That
doesn't
roofing
it?
company, once they bring their trucks in, it's like mariachi band. Let's see who's got the loudest radio.
All right.
No, we're
You
good.
ready to cast the vote?
All right, we're ready. Yeah.
You just say all
All in
in
favor?
favor. Yeah. Any opposed?
That's fine.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right,
Any opposed?
Well, so if they get busy, I'm sure they'll.
Tony Orr? You in favor? All in favor?
I'm favor.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Did you have a question?
Approved. It's just 8 to 5 basically right now.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. Well, we actually have a crew that comes in a little bit earlier in the morning. They usually come in at about 4:30 a.m.
I don't want that shit.
They're not a particularly loud crew. They're actually like when we get the machines up and going, that's about 8 a.m. But they come in to clear out yesterday's work. So it's all, it's pretty quiet stuff actually.
I'm for it. It makes it safer for kids. I know kids back there.
It's all right, we can just copy it. Okay, you're approved.
Great.
They're good.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
You
Appreciate
ever
it.
see me at 4:30 in the morning, call the fire department, my house is on fire.
Yeah.
That's it. So you can adjourn the meeting, but don't go anywhere. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I got some news to give you, so don't go anywhere. So we're ready to adjourn the meeting when you
Okay,
are.
I adjourn the meeting.